nice.
Hey YouTubers, Grimmy here, and this is the video review for Takara Tomi's take on Windblade. Last year, when the fan-built character finally made her action figure debut, she was greeted with a lot of mixed feelings, with many complaints about her heels and slightly inaccurate paint job. Now Takara Tomy has its chance to make a better version of the Fab Fembot, and hopes are high that she will be improved upon. While it's rare I talk about the packaging, the difference between the Legends and Generation styles are drastic enough to mention. Instead of the usual blister card, Windblade comes packaged in a window box with a Bishojo-styled drawing of her on the bottom right corner. The rest of the box is a mix of old and new, with the classic grid background and a modern Transformers logo. Even the instruction manual is more interesting by having a mini-comic printed on it, one that gives Windblade a ton more exposure than the IDW comic packed in with the US version. Shocking, right? It looks like a silly story that I can't read because it's in Japanese, but I like it anyway. Windblade's jet mode is very different from her US counterpart, going for more red than black. Takara has made a fairly comic-accurate version of her. Best of all, the legs blend in so much better on the Takara version, not sticking out like a sore thumb. Even the nose cone looks much better, having paint on it that makes it look like a face, yellow eyes and all. It's hard to put my feelings on her paint work. She's just that awesome looking. You can tell a lot of love went into her with the way she looks. It's real sweet looking. Everything that's nice about the jet mode's appearance carries over well to the robot mode. The color placements match the comics almost perfectly. While the wings and thigh colors do stand out quite a bit, it's the face that really steals it for her. The paintwork is beautiful and very detailed. Between the intricate eye makeup and those lovely lips, her face is stunning. The gold picks out different details than the US version, but leaves the ones picked out by the US toy unpainted, which I find odd as I'd prefer that all the details be picked out. But I guess even Takara has budget limits. I find it unusual that the US designed comic character would have a Japanese figure more accurate than the US toy, even with the Japanese inspired aesthetics in her design. Sadly, her heels have the same trouble standing. She can stand. It's just finding that sweet spot before you actually put her down. But still, it works. I like the figure. One inaccuracy that does remain from the US toy is the placement of the Autobot symbol. The comics always show it placed on her belly, while the toys seem to have it on her collar. I don't know if it's just a matter of not having room on the belly or just an aesthetic choice. I mean, it's a minor nitpick, but I'm kinda drawn to it for some reason. I don't know, maybe I like belly tattoos or something. I couldn't even tell ya. But still, it's just a minor nitpick at best. So it still looks really good. Her accessories have received some slight changes as well. The sword is done in a more pink, translucent plastic and goes into the sheath a lot more tightly. This may be a problem because it's hard to get it in and out, and I fear it may damage the sword in the long run. The Takara blade does go into the US sheath much easier, so you do have the option of swapping them. Appearance-wise, the sheaths are identical, it's just the tightness that's different. Lastly, her fan is painted fully gold, which is great. Instead of just having one side painted, you have the whole thing painted, and that's an improvement when you got a lot of sculpted detail that you want to bring out. So yeah, that works great. Since I've been talking a lot about the differences between the US and Japanese versions of the toy, I guess I should compare them. And the jet mode, we'll start there. That's the most different part of them. The US version looks like a black jet with a pair of robot shins on the back, while the Takara version looks like a red jet with a really nice nose cone. So yeah, Takara wins this one. That's easy. But robot mode, it's a little closer. I mean, the differences aren't as obvious except for in the wings and on the face. Most of the body, it's just a matter of different color placements. The wings, yeah, the red does show out a lot more. And the face is where it really stands out. Now, there is nothing wrong with the Hasbro face. It's got a nice bit of eye makeup to it as well. But the white on the Takara version really helps it pop. I mean, the different eye makeup styles, that's not as much of a big deal as most would think. I mean, it's the white. The white on the Takara version's face really helps it pop out a lot more than that silver does. And I think that's what makes it stronger. I mean, you look at the thighs and the arms, there's some differences in color, but it's not drastic. But that face, that is the selling point. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That face sells it. All in all, I'm really happy with Takara's take on Windblade. While I don't hate the US toy in any way, this version just better in my eyes. All the details really help it shine. Although, if you just can only get the US version, get the repro labels for it. That will at least help it with the wings and the jet mode. But yeah, if you can get the Takara version, get the Takara version. But yeah, she's only the first of the 3 fembots that got a Takara makeover. And the next gal is got a different story to her. Until next time. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, please, you can help out by hitting that little like button below. Or maybe even that subscribe button to see more videos. You can also click on my name to actually look at past videos that I've done. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you later.